Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell hopes to release the Republicans' revised health care bill tomorrow and then bring it up for a vote next week. He can afford only 2 Republican defections, and today President Trump said in an interview on the Christian Broadcasting Network that he would be, quote, very angry if the Senate fails to pass that bill. And joining us now on the set is KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel. Thanks for being with us today.
Happy to be here.
Well, the Russia story has been dominating the news, but tomorrow will be all about health care again.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Do you think Senate Republicans will get enough votes to pass this revised bill?
I think it's going to be a tough haul, to be honest with you. I think there are a number of Republicans who have indicated general acceptance, but I think they could fade in the 11th hour, and some others are just saying not ready for prime time.
When they do release it tomorrow, what changes do you think we could expect to see?
Well, they have to address, again, the critical components of health care, which are premium costs, pre-existing conditions, you know, the 4 or 5 things that have been argued about. What Republicans have said, and it's a split group, some say the bill doesn't go far enough. Others say it doesn't protect the core issues around reform. So between all of the different points of view, I don't know how they get to the number to pass it, to be honest with you.
I wanted to get back to Russia, which it seems to be the big story out of Washington again today. And the FBI nominee going through the committees today, through the process here, made it very clear that he is not going to make any kind of a loyalty pledge. How will that affect this investigative process moving forward now that we have Robert Mueller already doing the independent investigation? But it seems like the wall that we expect between the FBI and the White House is now back in place.
Oh, yeah.
Or getting put back in place.
It's very solid. Christopher Wray made it very clear that he is not going to accept pressure from the administration, or in particular the President of the United States. He's not going to sign up for some loyalty pledge or anything else. He's going to be loyal to the laws of the United States, to the Constitution, and to the people.
But are you surprised that he was picked by President Trump after what we heard about these loyalty pledges that he expected?
You know, I don't know that he could have demanded loyalty, or may be able to demand loyalty from anybody at this point without having to suffer the whole, you know, dust up around, you asked for what? Yeah, you can't do that.
How do you think his testimony was received today?
Oh, very well. I thought he did well on a bipartisan basis. Heard lots of nice comments by people who actually were questioning him. I was very interested in Lindsey Graham's cross-examination or questions, because he basically went hard at the president in a sense, by saying, hey, you have to tell me you're going to be able to say no. And I thought that was very interesting.
President Trump is on Air Force One right now, heading to Paris to meet with the president of France. Apparently the last couple of days, the reporting that we're hearing is he's been fuming over all of these Russia stories. The White House is said to be paralyzed by all of this. With him being in France, that shifts the focus a little bit, at least for the next couple of days?
It does. You know, when he has gone abroad, for example, to the G20, all of a sudden it quieted down domestically, and we were focusing on what was going on in Hamburg. And I think now with him going to Paris and helping to celebrate Bastille Day and all of that, there'll be some focus on that. But, you know, it's a drip a day. And so I expect that even if it stops for a couple of days, it'll come back. People are on a mission here.
All right. Brian Sobel, as always, good to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.